Okay folks, I'm going to do a garden update today, and I'm in Superview, which I almost never use on my Gopro Hero3, but I thought what the heck, I'll use Superview today because it's nice and wide. It's actually super wide, and I've had some people ask about Superview. Actually a young pilot in the Air Force, and I told him it might be good to use Superview for some of his maneuvers he's getting ready to shoot. So I'm going to just move through the garden and show you how nice things look in a wide field of view. Of course, Socks is with me again. Socks is always with me if I'm out here. So things are a little bit bigger than they were last week when I was talking about the garden. We've had some decent rain. Nikki is going to stake. We're going to stake these tomatoes up better. We actually have some of those wire cage things. We can put them inside. We're going to get them down tonight maybe and put those up. We've been eating a lot of kale. So the kale's doing real well. Some of it's turned yellow down on the bottom down there. I need to probably fertilize it a little bit, maybe get even a little bit more water and all with it, but doing really well. You can't even tell that we've, some bugs have been eating that. I'm gonna have to dust some of this. Lord, they're eating some of it up. At any rate, kale will rebound too. It'll keep on growing for a good while. The asparagus, we've eaten probably all the asparagus we're going to this year. And so that's, we just got those all piled up here so they can grow and put a little bit more strength back down into the ground for the next growing season. This asparagus is the new, and it's really established itself well, doing really well. Peppers, Nikki's pulled some peppers. We're having our first green peppers tonight. And we're having some squash tonight that she's pulled from the plants. So yeah, everything's doing really well. Super view of our little garden. Grapes, once again I'm real happy with the grapes. Looks like we got some good ones coming in here for the Niagaras. You know, they're not huge tags of grapes, but they're coming along. We'll have some grapes to eat this year. And it looks like finally the muscadines have started growing. They have little tiny tags of grapes on them there, you can see. But they're looking pretty good. They're going to be good. So the other thing, for those of you who follow my blog, you'll know that I've been, for a long time trying to straighten up this rock area out here, and I found out I do not have enough rock. This is our fire pit. So I'm going to get probably, I don't know, another 3 or 4 tons of gravel to finish shaping this up out here, but I have tucked all the old mess, all the black stuff, the ground cover kind of back up under it until I can get it finished. But I moved every bit. This is, I don't know, I think I got maybe 8 tons of gravel for out here. I wanted to make this into an area where we wouldn't have to worry about snakes or anything crawling over into it. They don't, at least we can see them out here. They're not down in the grass, and we don't have a lot of snakes, but there are a few here in the area. We had a big black snake last year. The cats really help keep the snakes away. Socks, you do good. Let's see how you look in Superview. Socks and Superview. You have an eye booger, Socks. We got to clean you up, buddy. Socks is not the only cat. He's just one of the 3. He is the friendliest of the cats, though, of the garden cats we call them. So, Socks and Susie and Midnight all do a great job in the garden. They are just awesome. You're a good buddy, ain't you, pal? Like to jump up like a little horse, don't you? We'll pet Socks some more later. So yeah, garden's doing pretty well. Sweet potatoes coming along about the way I expected them to. The little fig trees, they're tiny. Look how little this one is. This one's not even a foot tall. I thought it had died. This one over here, which is actually in the shade more than the other one, it's doing really well. So go figure. We got 2 more trees in the front yard. They're doing well too. Yeah, I see you, buddy. You really want love tonight, like always. Socks is a very demanding little buddy. Okay, so yeah, sort of got this going the direction I want to. I got to put some benches or some swings and stuff out here. That's going to happen. Would like to mound all this up a little bit higher, make the gravel so it doesn't slant down the hill as much. Maybe put some cross ties or something here to kind of hold it back. So that's what I'm thinking anyway. But yeah, sweet potatoes doing pretty good. Very weedy, but Nikki has put some mulch around them to keep them, the weeds sort of in check. And that's what happens every year though, and we still have a great crop of sweet potatoes. But that's it, folks. I just want to see what does it look like in Superview, our little garden area. And since I'm doing it for the heck of it, I might as well walk around back today and look at some of the roses. I've mowed back here, but I've not really paid attention to how the roses are doing. That's kind of a mess right there. Forgive me. There's a bunch of old blocks and stuff I was using. And I got to burn. That's the burn pile down there with all the weeds around it. And if we burn, then it all stays gone. There's actually like a campfire behind all those weeds. That's snaky. There's not snakes in it. It just looks like it would be. So yeah, we kind of just let things happen in our garden back here. We don't try to get real fancy with it. We trim the roses in the winter. So some of those roses are dying, some of them are coming back. This is a big sunflower. Just came up on its own. We have a bird feeder over there, and I don't know if a bird dropped a seed over here or not, but you'll see some sunflowers coming up here and there unintentionally. We have some weeds we need to get rid of here. More sunflowers coming up. Nikki just lets them grow. Well, she did not plant those. They're just going to come up. The back porch where Socks and Midnight and Susie sleep, and where we sit and watch the view. It's very nice at night out here. That's Midnight there. He's the big lazy cat. He's a pretty good hunter too, though, aren't you, buddy? You're a pretty good hunter. So yeah, thought I'd take a little super view turn through the yard. Everything's looking pretty nice. Those are the fig trees I talked about in the front yard. So let's take a peek at these. I figured these would not do well at all. If they're bush right now, they'll eventually be a big domed tree. And hopefully we'll have some figs, but they're doing really well. The harshest weather hits from this side, and figs are not supposed to survive real well in harsh weather. Of course, there's all kinds of sunflowers coming up around this tree because Nikki puts bird feeders out here, and sunflower seeds fall off and just fall on the ground. So we're going to have some sunflowers. I'm just going to let them grow. Be kind of pretty and quirky, because we are pretty quirky. Our bushes over here are dying. Do not know what happened to them. Some sort of blight or something. These were beautiful red bushes last year. I'm going to have to dig every one of them up. Do not know what happened. Didn't do anything that I know of to kill them. So yeah, there's some little bit of work. Maybe I'll dig them up this weekend. Looks like Nikki's been playing around with flags. Let's go back around this way and wrap this little update up. The reason I haven't liked the Superview much is, to me, it makes you look fat. I'm fat already. Now, as long as I'm in the dead center of this, I look, fairly okay. If I get a little bit on the periphery, it starts to kind of widen out and spread you out. Maybe you're noticing that. I don't know how far I can turn it and still be in it. But the first time I shot with it, I said, I just don't know that I like this Superview at all. But I can really see how it would be very helpful if you're doing something like a race, or as my young buddy that's in the Air Force is going to be flying. It will look really cool with the jets, be able to see the jets out beside him as he's doing his formations and things. So there we go, folks. A little bit of view from Mineral Springs Mountain. And yes, we have a pineapple now. So these are the bushes that are dying in the front. So it's supposed to look like kind of purplish. I don't know why they're still alive back here. Nikki's sister gave her that pineapple, so at some point this summer we're going to eat a pineapple, I suppose. And that's it, folks. Peace. The dove up on the wire up there. And our cool friend Socks down here on the ground. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. You're a superstar all over the world. Superstar Socks, the cat, the garden cat. He's a bad butt garden cat, y'all. Peace. Take it easy.